Hello everyone, welcome to StudyIQ by Dr. Ravi Agradi on this Prelims session 2019 Science and Technology Current Affair issues. I'm going to start here with the September month and see what type of topics are were even important in your paper from September 2018 Current Affairs. So let us start, guys. These chapters I will follow with you. I hope you people are following my all the previous videos. And what type of the chapters will be there, guys? The first chapter based current affairs, science and technology in India. Second chapter energy based. Third space technology. Fourth communication information technology. Fifth defense technology. Sixth superconductivity laser artificial intelligence robotics and nanotechnology. Seventh is the intellectual property right based current affair issues. Eighth is the astronomy particle physics based current issues. Ninth is the biotechnology based current issues. 10th is the health and disease plus various immunization program based current affair issues, and the 11th chapter will be the various miscellaneous topic based current affair issues. So these all the issues, chapters based current affairs, I'm going to start here order-wise. In some of the chapters you will not get the current affair issues, but some other chapters have a current affairs in this regard of the September month. So let us start, guys, the first chapter. But before it, I will tell you guys, you'll follow my Facebook page. All the PPTs, those are just to discuss with you guys. It's uploaded there, and even you can also go and follow through my Instagram profile. See the first unit, first chapter is the science and technology in India. No any of the current affair issues from that chapter. The second chapter is the energy here, guys. In this energy chapter have a lot of current affair issues, and here the first current affair issues in this month is related to the Atomic Energy Commission. See, this Atomic Energy Commission, the government has appointed a renowned scientist. The name of the scientist is the Kamlesh Nilkanth Vyas as a chairman of Atomic Energy Commission, and even same as a secretary of Department of Atomic Energy. So who is the man, guys? Kamlesh Nilkanth Vyas. You know why the Indian Atomic Energy Commission is the important. I'm coming there, but Energy Commission, Indian Atomic Energy Commission, it was set up in August 2040 in 1948 under the Department of Scientific Research. Okay, what about the main function of the Atomic Energy Commissions for India? It organized the various research based on the nuclear energy, atomic research. It trained the various atomic scientists, those will involve into the nuclear research. It promoted a lot of nuclear research in India. Even also set up the own laboratories. The next one, even it undertake the various prospecting of atomic minerals in India, and to extract such minerals which even use into the various industrial purposes. So comprehensive nuclear test ban treaty, that was also comprehensive nuclear test ban treaty, it was also in this month news. Actually, UN chief Antonio Guterres recently reiterated his appeal to the 8 nations. You know, in this 8 nation, India and US were one of them, and especially to ratify the CTBT purposes. Okay, the reason is because, guys, actually 180 countries already even signified their signature the CTBT, but still the CTBT not been ratified and not came in force. The reason is the 8 countries ratification is very, very important, and without the 8 countries ratification, the CTBT will not come into tradition. This is the reason, guys. Here Antonio Guterres, as a UN chief, he just to appeal to these 8 nations. The reason is, guys, the other countries, those are the 180 countries, they will not have a nuclear power countries much. They will not nuclear technology is very developed. So if they will be the member, they will not be the member. So there is no matter of CTBT. But these countries like China, Egypt, India, Iran, Israel, North Korea, Pakistan, and US, they are nuclear power countries, and even they know very well how to utilize the nuclear power. And this is the reason their signatories are very, very important. Not only signatory, even ratify is also very important. You know, what about the difference between the signatory and ratifications? Signatory means just to say yes, I am ready to agree this or the provisions, but the ratification means when you come back to your nations, now through upper house and now through lower house, it will pass through majority. Later on it will be ratified. So this is the reason, guys, the ratification is must with the 8 countries. Do you know, guys, what about the purpose of CTBT? The purpose of CTBT is written there. Okay, CTBT, the full form, as I told you, Comprehensive Nuclear Test Ban Treaty. This treaty even totally ban all the nuclear explosions everywhere by everyone. and this one signatured on 24 September 1996. See guys, actually why the name is comprehensive? The purpose behind the comprehensive is what? Not even anywhere you will do the nuclear test, means not from air, not from land, not from ocean, not from hand, not from leg. I just used to some other terms, but I'm telling you guys, actually comprehensive nuclear means nobody will do the nuclear test anywhere. Actually, you know what happened? When India has done the nuclear test and every country is even opposed, the IAEA and other countries even opposed to India, guys, then India said, I have done the nuclear test in underground. So this is the reason to save the nuclear against the nuclear test to whole world, guys. Here there was a statement, no one nowhere will do the nuclear test. Okay, CTBT, why is so important? It is the last barrier on the way to develop the nuclear weapons. CTBT, this is the last barrier to develop a nuclear weapon. So definitely guys, if CTBT will not come, so some of the country can misuse the nuclear energy for defense purposes. Even, you know guys, the nuclear energy means the uranium, plutonium, thorium type of fuel. It can be used for both two purposes. The one is constructive uses as for electricity generation, and the second side you can use for destructive purpose. Destructive purpose means for atom bomb. So but nuclear energy should be utilized for peaceful purposes. So it covers the development of new nuclear weapons and even improvement of existing nuclear weapon design. It is totally curved. Nobody will do it. Even when treaty enters into the force, it provides a legally binding norm against the nuclear testing. So in that way, the nuclear test will not be misused. And the another one, guys, even it will not only try to save the humans, even apart of this, it will also try to protect the environmental damage. So here mostly people can confuse, sorry, environment damage, how it is considered with the CTBT, but you should know, no, environmental consideration even also under the CTBT. So we will save the life of human being, and a part of this we will also try to save the environment. Now the next one will go into the nuclear supplier group. See, actually US has asserted that it will continue to advocate for the New Delhi's member as a nuclear supplier group, and for that purpose, guys, US has granted India, this is strategic trade authorization. The US granted India for strategic trade authorization. What is the strategic authorization, guys? Actually, US and India can do some nuclear deals, okay, but up to certain extent. Actually, India, what is the issue? India want to be a member of NSG from 2008 onwards. Okay, total 48 members are the member of NSG this time, okay, as a member of elite nuclear club. But you know, the China always even oppose and being as a stone wall in front of India. This is the reason, guys, India is not becoming a member of NSG. Even why this type of problem with the India and everything, I will discuss with you guys. Even for India, in the support of India, not only US, even other Western countries, even also in the support of India should be a member of NSG. But what China said, China even stuck to its stand that new members should sign first the NPT, later on they will allow to be a member of NSG. See guys, actually according to China, India is actually not the member of NPT also. China is telling here, India, first of all, you go and become as a member of NPT, you sign the NPT. Later on, I will open a door to be a member of our NSG. India want to be a member of NSG. Actually, there is something else, guys. If you will be signed for the NPT, so you will destroy your all atom bomb. You will destroy your atom bomb, and a part of this, you will never do the nuclear test anywhere. So this is the reason, guys, India have a 6 or 7 atom bomb this time, atom bomb, hydrogen bomb, India will destroy. In that case, who will take a responsibility and take care of India against Pakistan, against China? The reason is, suppose India signed the NPT, but Pakistan not signed NPT. So Pakistan always acquired the atom bomb and India did not have. So this is the reason India's security matter concern. And a part of this, China is free from NPT, guys. China is a member of NPT, but 5 countries even have a right to have a nuclear power, and China also free from that. This is the reason China will have an atom bomb. China is a member of NPT, but the other countries, a part of the 5 nations, they, when we be a member of NPT, so they, in that case they will destroy the atom bomb. So this is the reason, guys, India not signed the NPT. And even India's positive point, India said some of the countries, when they become a member of NSG, in that time they were not the member of NPT. So why you are going to force me? So this type of plus and minus discussion under NSG. What is the NSG? Now, separate discussion, what is the NSG? NSG is actually a multinational body which concerns regarding the reducing the nuclear proliferation by controlling the export and the retransfer of nuclear weapon materials. So it's very simple, guys. Actually, you know, when India has done the nuclear test in 1974 around, okay, 73, 74 around in Pokhran, then in that time, India got a lot of restrictions from lot of trades, lot of other foreign pressures. Okay, then this is the reason 1974 and 75 around NSG form. Those India has done. Okay, this type of nuclear test, not even any other country will do again. This is the reason, guys, NSG form. So NSG was the reaction of the India's first nuclear test, those held in Pokhran, guys. So even that is the reason NSG was set up in 1974, and that is written there, guys, reaction to India's nuclear test. The same year happened and same year it happened. And see, the purpose is here, guys, the NSG purpose is actually those countries are the member around 48 right now. Here the maximum countries are those even have a uranium. And even they know very well about to utilize the nuclear energy. So here the purpose of energy, the nuclear material should be used for peaceful purposes. So it will take care of nuclear materials, guys. And they sought to be a membership of energy from 2008, as I told you. Even application has not been decided on primarily because signing the NPT or other nuclear moratoriums or testing is a prerequisite. I told you, India has received the special waiver to conduct the nuclear trade with all the nuclear exporters. This is the truth, guys. Actually, India and with other countries like US, like Australia, like many of the European countries, India already have a nuclear type of deal. But see, even 123 agreement between India and US, everybody know it got so much popular during 2008. But see, India have a deal with some of the countries, most of the countries of energy, except few countries, guys, but have some limitations. So it's also the India's positive point. So if most of the energy members have a deal, the personal deal with me, so why not you going to make me open as an open member of energy? So this is the India's point. Another one, guys, India, Pakistan, Israel, South Sudan. These are the 4 UN member states even still not signed the NPT. This is the reason here China and other countries are forced to India, you go and become as a member of NPT. Later on, I will open a door to be a membership for NSG. Now the question is, one more thing I could not discuss here. What will be the benefit those India have when India will be the member of NSG? Why India is trying to be a member of NSG? Why not quit it? No, I will not be the member. There are some reasons, guys. You know, the few reasons I would like to explain you. The one, when India will be the member of NSG, India can easily get the uranium from other countries. Okay, the one point. And this uranium India will utilize not for atom bomb. This uranium India will utilize for electricity generation. Second benefit, foreign technology India can easily get it. Foreign technology means some technology those India can utilize for power generation. So the another country will help it. Third one, guys, nuclear commerce will increase. The nuclear commerce means what? India will also get a chance to set up a new reactors to the foreign countries, and India will earn the money. And to set up these reactors, those uranium or other fuel are required that India will take from the NSG countries. So in that way, guys, there is a many benefit if India will be the member of NSG. And see, India's economy will boom. And you know why China is also restrict. Even oppose the India. The reason is if India know very well about the use of nuclear energy technology. If India will be the member of energy, the Indian economy will grow. Okay, India will openly access the uranium from the energy members. So this is the reason, guys, and India can easily access the new technology from the energy member, and this is the reason India's economy will grow. And China never want. China only know very well India is the dominating country in the SAARC countries, in the Southeast Asian nation. India never want India should become as a global leader. So these are the many plus and minus IR based discussions here. Now see, guys, that was the news in the September month about the world's first hydrogen train. Which one is the world's first hydrogen train? You can get here. Germany has even rolled out the world's first hydrogen power train. Okay, and see what is the hydrogen power train? See, guys, one of the topic I've discussed in my energy chapter. Okay, even in pen drive, even in book, everywhere this discussion is there, and the discussion is the fuel cell. In the fuel cell based technology, hydrogen we are using as a fuel. So fuel cell have a hydrogen fuel as a fuel. Okay, so hydrogen fuel cell based train, even the first train run in Germany. So it is eco-friendly, guys. There is no pollution. 100% safe. Hydrogen tends equipped with the fuel cell, it is written there, and it's produced the electricity through the combination of hydrogen and oxygen. Actually, within a fuel cell, what are there are two chambers there. Okay, I cannot explain right now, just to superficial information I'll give you, but I explain in my pen drive course and books also, and everywhere, even in offline courses I also describe. This is the chamber where hydrogen fuel used, and this chamber have a not presence of oxygen. This is the chamber where oxygen supplied there. Here oxygen supply there. Actually, this hydrogen will break with the help of some catalyst inside the fuel cell. It break into H plus and electron minus, and this is the complete circuit. And here have a load. Okay, when the hydrogen form, the hydrogen will move in this place, and electrons, when H2 means hydrogen fuel will break into H plus electron, again hydrogen will break H plus electron, H plus will move in this direction, electron left here. So here electron number increase, and the flow of electrons start. This is the very simple and the brief mechanism of hydrogen fuel cell, how it works, and the movement of electron is responsible for the bulb or lightning. Okay, when I switch on when I on the switch, guys, what happened? The electron flow start, light on. When I off the switch, what happened? Electron flow stop, the light stop. The very simple, guys, when the electron flow start, the light will come. Here it become possible with the help of hydrogen. This is here, and see, even in this case have a byproduct. Byproduct is what? When the H and O2 form, react, it form H2O, and H2O remove as a waste. So this is the statement, guys. Here what they leaves under the hydrogen fuel cells, steam and waters. And see, the excess energy, even those excess energy, extra energy those generate there, that will be stored in the lithium ion battery within a train. So that can be utilized for further purposes. Cyclone 30, it was also a news, guys. It is energy based. Even it is a technology which is used for the detection and treatment of cancer. The country's biggest cyclotron facility that will produce the radioisotopes that is important for the diagnosis and treatment of cancer has become operational in India. And what is the name of a instrument? The machines. The machine name is Cyclone 30. So what does Cyclone 30 do? Cyclone 30 generate the radioisotopes, and with the help of radioisotopes, they even utilize against the cancerous problem. Cyclone 30 is a house at the Kolkata-based Variable Energy Cyclotron Center, which is working under Department of Atomic Energy. So where the Cyclone 30 based machine even work, it is in Variable Energy Cyclone Center, Kolkata, and working under Department of Atomic Energy, guys. What is the importance of this? As I told you, guys, in the radiopharmaceutical sector. Radiopharmaceutical means medical sector, where the radioisotopes even used there. Radioisotope means alpha, beta, gamma type of radiations. Even that will be utilized for entire country at very cheap price rate against the many diseases like breast cancer diagnosis, prostate cancer treatment. In this all the cases, Cyclone 30 machine can be used. Even cyclotron machine will produce the radioisotopes, those I'm telling you, that will even sense about the cancerous cell inside your body. Actually, guys, the identification of cancerous cell is very difficult. Even if a single cell left inside your body, so still it will multiply fast and rapidly, it will spread inside your body and you will suffer with the cancer problem. Even radioisotopes are imported. Okay, imported, while some of the produced under the nuclear research reactors. India also produces the radioisotopes under Apsara reactor, and this Apsara reactor is what? Bhava Atomic Research Center. In Bhava Atomic Research Center, Apsara reactor is there, guys. Okay, and Apsara reactors is those where we generate radioisotopes, but private sector companies, private hospitals also generate the radioisotopes, and with the help of they involved into the various treatments and diagnosis of cancer. So this is written here. What about the cyclotron? This is the cyclotron are used to produce the radioisotopes for diagnostic and therapeutic purposes of cancer care. So 2 to 3 points, the same information is written there. I hope you will very clear. Now we'll go into the space technology. What about the related topic in this month from the space technology? You see here, guys, in the space technology, we'll go the first with the CSE mission. CSE mission is the NASA based CSE spacecraft. Okay, actually the CSE has given us some statement, the recent news, guys. CSE mission even launched in 1997 with the help of a cooperation of NASA, European Space Agency and Italian Space Agency. So 3 country based space agencies even work for the CSE mission, guys. Okay, see, actually this CSE mission has given information that Saturn's northern pole have a summertime a lot of warming, and here have a high altitude jet stream condition generate with a hexagonal shape form. Actually, see guys, in India during winter period also have a rain, that is because of external disturbances or jet stream features. And this is the reason like Rajasthan, like Delhi, up to some western UPs have a rain guys in the winters. The same type of condition, the jet stream type of condition, even also identify where under the Saturn northern pole. So it's a new discovery, new achievements of our Cassini mission. Okay, see Cassini-Huygens, there is two things here under Cassini and Huygens. So Cassini is the actually what it is, the orbiter, and Huygens is actually a lander. Lander is those guys, orbiter is what? Orbiter, those we put into the orbit. Okay, lander is what? Those we land on the surface. See, three components you should know for the space research. The one is called as a orbiter, second is called as a lander, and third is called as a rover. Orbiter, lander, and rover. What is the orbiter? Orbiter are those you put into the particular orbit for images purposes, signal purposes. Lander is those technology through you will land on the surface, and rovers are actually a kind of robots. Rovers are a kind of robots, and these robots are those who have a wheel, and through the help of wheel they can walk. The robots, rovers have the robots, they have a wheel, and through the help of wheel they will walk on the surface. So this is the reason guys, Huygens, Cassini-Huygens, here Cassini is the orbiter, those you put into the particular place for the images purposes, and Huygens, and Huygens is what? That is a lander. Lander is technology so you will land on the surface. In 2005 this lander Huygens even land on Titan. Titan is one of the moon of Saturn. Titan is one of the moon of Saturn. Here it landed, and see, this is the first time when any lander accomplished on outer solar system, and that was Huygens. The first time any lander reached on the surface, it was Huygens in the world guys. Later on many other even tried, but the first one was this. What was the objective of Titan missions? See, they study the three-dimensional structure and dynamic behavior of the Saturn rings. Even in this UPSC paper guys, 10 years back I got what are into the Saturn rings. So Saturn rings are actually, it is discovered, it is the kind of ice crystals. It was a UPSC 2006-7 prelims question paper, so you remember. It's a discovery. Even this mission even also identify the composition of the satellite surfaces, geological history of the each objects, even measure the three-dimensional structure and dynamic behavior of the magnetosphere of the Saturn, dynamic behavior of certain atmospheres, even time variabilities of Titan's clouds and hedges, and various Titan surfaces on the regional scale. This all studies performed by the help of Cassini-Huygens. Now we'll go into the discussion of Hayabusa. What is the Hayabusa, friends? Hayabusa is actually unmanned explorer. Is what that is, the unmanned explorer. And you know why the Hayabusa is actually in news? The reason is Hayabusa was launched in 2014. Through name it is being identified, it's a Japanese name. It is an unmanned explorer, and that even sent with the help of H2A rocket, even that sent from the Tanisagima Space Center. And that is the 6-year mission guys. From last 6 years this mission even becomes successful, and see, it bring back a mineral sample from an asteroid. So this is the asteroid mission that will land on the surface of the asteroids. It is actually a kind of rover. The rover will carry the samples, as I told you, orbital and a rover. Rover will land, rover will take a sample, and that rover will come back to the earth guys, and that sample of the asteroids you will check which asteroid it will go. So it's visited there the Ryugu asteroids. Ryugu, the pronunciation you should know, R-Y-U-G, Ryugu asteroids, and to collect the mineral sample that may shed light on the origin of our solar system. This is the important point. This mission is successful. The rovers will conduct the world's first moving robotic observation on the asteroid surface, definitely, and it taking the advantage of asteroids low gravity. Actually, in this area, asteroids have a very less gravity because asteroids have not a good mass. This is the reason an object those will go and reach to the asteroids guys. Around 15 minutes it will float in the air and then reach to the surface. So this type of feature is actually on the asteroids, those are mentioned here. NASA's MAVEN spacecraft. MAVEN spacecraft was sent for the study of actually Mars. Recently have a news guys, the MAVEN time period even extend there. So you listen, what is the MAVEN mission? What is the full form of MAVEN? MAVEN means Mars, Atmosphere and Volatile Evolution. It's completed its primary mission in November 2015. But what is the news guys? Further this mission is extended. Actually, you know what happened when we send any mission, suppose for 2 years, suppose for 3 years, but what happened 2 years, 3 years, this function even also extend it. This all the sensor antennas and everything is still working. So this is the news guys, it still extended missions. Okay, it investigate about the Mars upper atmosphere and even also explore the various additional opportunities for the science for the study of new orbits. Okay, so what about the orbits into the Mars? That all study it will do guys. Okay, the another one guys, the mission even launched in November 2013 and reached to the Mars in September 2014. So December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, around 9 to 10 month journey to reach into the Mars orbit. Even during its time at Mars, the spacecraft has acquired a lot of evidences that the loss of atmosphere to the space has been a major driver of the climate change on Mars. So a lot of the carbon dioxide and everything, those are on the surface of Mars atmosphere, it is being lost in the space. These all the discussions there. So what about the achievements of the MAVEN mission is given there? The one, it identified 2 new types of Martian auroras. Okay, that is types, that name of auroras are diffuse auroras and proton auroras. Those is discovered the MAVEN mission. Even a part of this MAVEN mission also demonstrated that majority of the carbon dioxide on the planet has lost to the space, as I told you. Okay, and the another one guys about MAVEN mission, if you see MAVEN mission, I told you the full form of MAVEN mission is Mars, Atmosphere and Volatile Evolution. It was launched from Atlas V launch vehicle, and you should know this is the completely NASA based mission, not any other country involved here. What about the NASA's mission MAVEN objectives? To determine the role that loss of volatile gases in the space, CO2 loss, determine the current state of the upper atmosphere, ionosphere, interaction with the solar winds to this Mars, determine the current rates of escape of neutral gases and ions to the space, and it determine the ratios of the stable isotopes, those are into the Martian atmosphere. So a lot of radioactive elements and radioisotopes are also on the Mars atmosphere. This MAVEN mission will also check which type of radioactive elements and isotopes are on the Mars. We'll go into the communication information technology. Here we'll go the first about National Digital Communication Policy, and this is the important one for your paper. This is the not important, I will suggest you this is the most important. So what about the National Digital Communication Policy 2018? All are here fact and figures. So follow the fact and figures. First you listen guys. Actually Union Cabinet approved. Okay, Union Cabinet has approved this National Digital Communication Policy 2018. Earlier the policy was 2012 and now this policy 2012 got a new structure as a NDCP 2018. And even this redesigned the Telecom Commission as a what? Digital Communication Commission. So now the Telecom Communication become as a Digital Communication Commission. The purpose behind this National Digital Communication Policy, to with the time guys our demand increase a lot to modernize, to modern needs of the digital communication sector of India. This policy is required. Now the question is, what about the key objective of this policy? The one point, the broadband services should be for every one of Indians, creating 4 million additional jobs in the digital communication sector, enhancing the contribution of digital communication sector 8% of GDP. In the last year it was 6% of GDP. So we'll try to increase the GDP with the communication sector, even propelling the India to top 50 nations in ICT Development Index. Earlier in 2017 India was at 134. Even enhancing the India's contribution to the global value chains and ensuring the digital sovereignty, and these all the objective India will achieve by 2022. This is the aim of this objective of this policy. What about the aims? What about the aims of this communication policies? Actually the broadband connectivity at least around 50 Mbps will go to every citizen. Even to provide the 1 Gbps connectivity to all Gram Panchayat by 2020 and 10 Gbps by 2022. Even it attract the investment of $100 billion in digital communication sector. Even it will train 1 million manpower to building a new age skill in the communication sector. It will expand the IoT, Internet of Things ecosystem to 5 billion connected devices. Okay, it establishes a comprehensive data production for the privacy purposes. It will facilitate the India's effective participation in the global digital economy. What about the next? Enforce the accountability through appropriate institutional mechanism to assure the citizens of safe, and at last it will secure a digital communication infrastructure and services. So these are the policy aims. Now we'll go into the Pragati. Pragati is also a kind of e-governance scheme. What is in the Pragati, guys? See, Narendra Modi recently chaired 29th interception through Pragati, and that is a ICT based multimodal platform. That Pragati full form is the proactive governance and timely implementation. Listen guys, actually why it is the 29th interactions? The reason is every month, okay, you should be clear with this concept. Every month on last Wednesday 3:30 to 4:30, even this is the timing, 3:30 to 4:30 from PMO house. From PMO means Prime Minister office, okay, Government of India Secretary and State Secretary. These all three people will connect together with the help of video conferencing digital services, okay, and then have a discussion regarding any programs. Those even not going to be successful, yeah, those are not going to implement and fulfill on the time. See, actually, you know what happened? Government brought a lot of scheme and programs, but it's going to complete on time or not, it matters a lot. To complete all the programs and what about the provisions those government brought, for that purposes Pragati came. And see, through name you will get it. This is the proactive, before it will become active, the governance and timely implementation of government project and programs. Now you will have a background and you will listen it. So it will address the common man grievances and simultaneously monitor and reviewing the important programs and projects of Government of India as well as state government projects. So it will monitor, and see guys, when it will monitor, so definitely those government program even brought, it will timely implement. What about a unique feature of Pragati? Okay, what about the unique feature of Pragati? You come here guys. Pragati platform uniquely bundles three latest technology. All are the digital technology, information communication technology, digital data management, video conferencing system, and geospatial technology. These three technology through Pragati work. It also offers a unique combination in the direction of cooperative federalism. How the cooperative federalism will follow, here you can understand. It's a three-tier system where the PMO will connect to the union government secretaries and chief secretaries of the states. It is the good motives of e-governance and good governance. This is the reason all the projects, all the programs will timely implement. And see guys, third Wednesday have information from the PMO office to related the central secretary and state secretaries information. Now on the fourth Wednesday you will have a PMO office will connect to Government of India Secretary and State Secretary, and now third week to fourth week you have a 1 week gap, and now he will do all the work and develop all the reports, and this all the reports you will sit and discuss with PMO office. And this is the reason guys, now those project or program not going to be successful on time, it will timely implement. So this is very important program, Pragati. Now we'll go into the defense technology. What about the related defense based current affairs in the September month? Firstly, here we'll go into the Defense Acquisition Council. It is very important guys. Defense related issues, defense related demands are requirement, it will speedily fulfill. This is the reason Defense Acquisition Council is also very good question for your paper, as counter corruptions and speed up decisions. As I told you, making in military procurement, the Government of India in 2001 decided to set up an integrated Defense Acquisition Council. So when Defense Acquisition Council set up, it was in 2001. The purpose to speed up a decision, to counter corruption to making military procurement. Whatever your requirement, you can procure easily. Even it ensured the expeditious procurement of the approved requirement of the armed force. DAC is responsible to give the policy guidelines also. It make the various policies. Even see guys, recently it was in news guys, DAC even approved a procurement of equipment around 9100 crore rupees. The one those we will use for the Akash missile system, and second is what, IUWBA. Under Akash missile system, you will improve the technology with the funding of this, include a seeker technology, those can possess 360-degree coverage. So Akash will have a 360-degree coverage. It's an improvement of the Akash. Actually, Akash type of missiles even came under IGMDP program. And this IGMDP program introduced in 1983 during APJ Kalam. And this IGMDP program was the first missile program that was become properly successful. That is integrated guided missile development program, and all the missiles will be the ballistic. Ballistic means they will go in parabolic path. Okay, parabolic path. Okay, this type of missile will develop, and total type of missile was 5. That were Patna. What are the Patna? Prithvi, Agni, Trishul, Nag and Akash. So Akash was actually under IGMDP program. Those program brought in 1983. This Akash for the improvement purposes, this is the DAC mechanism. Those here have a discussion. So this is the reason it is the upgradation of old Akash weapon system, which was operational with the critical equipment which will provide a protection to the vital assets. Even DAC also accorded approval for the progression and design and development of individual underwater breathing apparatus. Okay, individual underwater breathing apparatus for T-90 tank. T-90 tank is also popular with the name of Bhishma. Okay, so underwater this missile, this tank can work, and the person can go and save in the water. So this is the reason guys, these two even was in the recent news, and for that purposes Defense Acquisition Council become important for us. Now the next missile you should know, that is called Missile Prahar. What about the Missile Prahar? See, Missile Prahar is actually always in the news, not the recent time, but recent time was actually some of the testing happened. DRDO successfully flight tested the indigenously developed surface to surface tactical missile that is called Prahar. In which area? Balasore, Orissa. What about the Prahar? Prahar is capable of filling the gap between two. What is the one is the Pinaka and second is the Prithvi. So Prahar will be work in between the Pinaka and Prithvi. So Pinaka is the rocket launcher of India, and this rocket launcher even used during the Kargil war. Even people won this Kargil because of this Pinaka. Here, through the help of the rocket launcher, Pinaka is also popular with the name of MBRL, written there, multi-barrel rocket launcher. The many rockets you can launch from this launcher. Okay, actually in the Kargil war, Pakistan soldiers was here, they formed bunkers, and we were on the base. So through Pinaka we launched the missiles, and then we damaged all the bunkers and we won that areas. Okay, it can also engage the multiple targets at different directions. Even see guys, in between the Pinaka and Prithvi, this Prahar will work. This is the reason it will fill up a gap between Pinaka and Prithvi. And Prithvi is what? It's a medium range ballistic missile. See, it has operational range of 150 km, the Prahar range, and it can go a flight range up to 35 km. It's have a total solid propellants and short range missile fitted equipment still integrated here. Advanced onboard computer system introduced here. It has a quick reaction time. Prahar have a quick reaction time in all weather, all terrain, highly accurate battlefield support tactical weapon system it is. Now we'll go into the Prithvi Defense Vehicle, PDV. What about the PDV guys? See, India successfully have conducted an interceptor missile test. What is the interceptor missile guys? Anti-missile missile. Interceptor means anti-missile missile. Suppose some of the missile is coming towards you. Suppose this is fire. So you will apply what? Rain against the coming missile and destroy the effect of fire at the height in the atmosphere. So I hope if you people have seen the Ramayana and Mahabharata, you can understand this concept very well. So this type of concept is here with the name of Prithvi Defense Vehicle Mission. It's a what? It's a major milestone in the developing a 2-layer ballistic missile system, and that was launched from, even tested from the Wheeler Island. Earlier the name of Wheeler Island, now the name has been changed and become as a Abdul Kalam Island. Okay, the Prithvi Defense Vehicle mission is for engaging the targets in an exo-atmosphere, means across the atmosphere, and it can go up to altitude of 50 km from the Earth atmosphere. PDV is slotted in the replace of the existing Prithvi air defense, that is the Pradyumna ballistic missile as an interceptor. Okay, so this Prithvi Defense Vehicle mission will replace this and become as a good interceptor for the future. What about the Astra? Astra is what? Astra is the air-to-air missile. It was also in the news in September month. Okay, Astra is indigenously developed and BV means beyond visual range air-to-air missile. Beyond visual range means you can, if in those areas even you cannot see, up to that area it can do a war. And see, it was tested through Su-30, Sukhoi 30 fighter planes. So from Sukhoi 30 fighter plane, you use this missile Astra from air to air. So it's a completely indigenously developed beyond visible range air to air missile. It can be used in all weather condition, state-of-art missile developed by DRDO, and even can engage and destroy the enemy aircraft with supersonic speed. What is the supersonic speed? 1 Mach to 1.4 Mach. You know friends, 1 Mach is equal to 332 meter per second. So now you understood how much the 1.2 into 332 and 1.4 into 332. See, this Astra have a radar homing missiles even equipped there. Okay, and the DRDO developed this missile and can be launched from different heights. Even if you will launch this missile from the 15 kilometer height, then it can go up to 110 kilometers. So at different height, it's going to have a different height and distance those it can carry. Superconductivity laser, artificial intelligence, robotics and technology based, no current affairs in this month. Intellectual property rights and related rights have no current affairs in this month. Astronomy and particle physics have no current affairs in this month. Biotechnology have no current affairs in this month. And now different types of disease and its recent issues, health and family welfare, various immunization program, here have a current affairs, and this is important. Here the question those may come in your paper, that is a fixed dose combination. See friends, fixed dose combination is also very important question for your mains. After the prelims, this whole discussion guys, when I will come into the mains discussion, in the main discussion I will guess the fixed dose combination drug is a good question for your mains examination. What about the fixed dose combination drugs? Listen, actually fixed dose combination is a kind of cocktail. Cocktail is what? 2 or more active drug ingredients is mixed in a fixed ratios and then have some impacts. Actually, you know what happened? Cocktail is what? You do mixing of many kind of cold drinks and then become a cocktail. Similarly, a fixed dose combination is what? It is the cocktail of a various type of drugs. Okay, and even see guys, according to US healthcare, even they provide IMS Health, almost half of the drugs sold in India in 2014 were FDC, and making it the world leader in a combination drugs. So half of the drugs in India is what? That is a fixed dose combinations. Different mixing of the drugs those in India use, and India is that country where have a maximum number of this type of medicine even used there. This is the reason guys, this type of mixing is not allowed and even not safe. It is risky, and this is the reason government has prohibited the manufacturing, sale and distribution of 328 fixed dose combination drugs that for human uses and with immediate effects. Okay, so suddenly totally it is being stopped. Even health ministry banned the FDCs, those FDCs fixed dose combination used for as a painkiller, as an anti-diabetic, respiratory, gastrointestinal medicines covering around 6,000 brands. Those are restricted now. Even the problem is there, it is the irrational. What type of proper proportion you should apply, it is not mentioned anywhere. And even you know what happened, due to dosing mismatches, it is also toxic and even also cause a death of a human being. This is also a problem with the fixed dose combination. What they are popular in India? Okay, why they are popular in India? The one, guys, its efficacy is good. It maximum and suddenly give a response. Better compliances are there. Its cost is less. Even simpler logistic of distribution. It is easy to distribute and everywhere it is available. Even FDCs even particularly useful in the treatment of some dangerous diseases like against HIV, against malaria, against tuberculosis. Here the FDC has given a wonderful response. Another one. What is the flip side of FDCs? What is the flip side of FDCs? Okay, there is not much data available on drug-to-drug interaction and its side effect. This is the reason, guys, those combination number A, those combination number B, those combination C, those combination C, here those combination you are doing, it is not data not available at which type of proportion, which type of problem is possible. This is the reason here risk is more. When the multiple drugs from the same therapeutic group like antibiotics are clubbed together, it may lead to resistance. So if one antibiotic you use, second type of a next antibiotic, if this antibiotic and this antibiotic both combination, if you start to do it, guys, so one of the antibiotic against have a resistance. It is also possible. So one of the antibiotic will not work. Even MRSA infection. Okay, even superbug. So that type of question, superbug, this type of question somehow connected with the antibiotic resistance or drug resistance. Even the lot of FDCs those sold in India are unapproved. And see, there is a data, guys. Actually, a study has been published in a journal, Public Library of Science, in May 2018. What they found, around 70% non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, those combination we are using as a painkiller, guys, this is not by government approval. It is what? It is in the market and distributed, and government approval is not there. So it's also what? It is the misuse of FDCs. Those datas are given there for this non-steroidal, steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs combinations. So this is the overall about the September month of current affairs, and now we'll meet to the next month current affairs in the next video. So take care, guys. Bye. Hello everyone.